The Right Stuff has returned with more twists and turns in its most explosive season yet. Extreme challenges await as these 6 challengers go head-to-head, taking physical endurance and marksmanship to a whole new level. Who will outperform, outshoot, and outlast the competition? Welcome to day 1 of The Right Stuff. Settle back as we start another exciting season from the Lone Star State. Our contestants arrive in style thanks to Nissan's Titan trucks. These 6 highly skilled marksmen have come to compete in challenges that will test their physical and shooting abilities. Locked and loaded and ready for action, the guys get ready for the coming competition as they set up at the Kingsford campsite. The stage is set, so let's get to know these guys a little better.
Hey, I'm Don Bryson. I'm from originally North Georgia, by way of Charlotte, North Carolina now. I live in a little town just south of Charlotte called Fort Mills, actually in South Carolina. I guess I got into shooting a long time ago. Actually, just growing up, we always used to hunt on the place we used to live. Always went out with grand folks and shot rabbits and squirrels from early age. And we always lived out in the country, so that progressed into hunting. The hunting started to be too much like work in the cold weather and then the hot weather, so we just decided that we'd do competitive shooting. Oh, my favorite gun, if I had to pick just one, probably I'll have to go with what I got started in when I started competitive shooting. That's probably the old 1911. It's rock solid, and I've never had one quit working, but if it does, it's built like a rock and use it for a hammer if you need to. If I had to pick a winner right now, I'd probably say me at this point.
Hi, my name is Drew Pearson. I am from Rockledge, Florida. I have a wife and 1 son. He'll be 2 in November. My brother, he's my identical twin brother. We were actually born in San Jose, California, but moved to Florida when we were 2 and then grew up there ever since. Same interests, everything. So if I need a fishing buddy or a hunting buddy, I got it. I don't have to ask, he's always there. It's crazy how we think alike. It's like you're talking to the same person. We actually have to cut our hair separately, kind of different, so people can tell us apart, because you won't know which one you're talking to. I worked at a gun manufacturer in Cocoa, and that got me really into guns. And then after that, it just exploded, and then I had a friend at a gun shop who invited me to go shoot a USPSA match. So I went and shot a USPSA match, just grew and grew and grew from there. And my favorite gun to shoot is probably my AR-15. It's custom built, parts from every manufacturer you can name it, so they're all top of the line. And then probably my second one from that's a shotgun, because it's the most challenging to shoot. I'm gonna win.
My name is Raleigh Hart. I'm from Ocala, Florida, and I am a fireman by trade. Well, I just kind of went into it. My father was a fireman, and I kind of followed in behind him. How it originally started was I was working with some guys, and those guys were talking about going to a match and shooting some rifles. So I said, I'd like to go watch. And they said, well, if you're gonna go, you might as well shoot. So they loaned me a gun, I bought some bullets, and it's all history from there. My favorite gun is the shotgun. It's a technical gun. Even though it seems like you should be able to just hit everything you aim at, you really have to aim. And then there's a whole aspect of planning your stage out, candy cane your loads. Well, I was kind of taken back when I was selected to be on the show. I was shooting with someone who was casting for it, and when she came to me and approached me about it, didn't know what to say. So I said, well, send me the paper and let me look at it, because I almost felt like I didn't, was it real? And I found out it was real. I filled it out, and it really went fast from that point. I really think it's up in the air. A bunch of strong competitors, everyone has their strengths, and it's really going to be about who's the most consistent.
My name is Kyle Pearson, and I am a full-time student. I'm going to school at Eastern Florida State College. I'm actually 2 weeks away from graduation. getting my airframe and power plant certificate to work on aircraft, and then hopefully to move on to work for SpaceX to make rockets. My first experience with a firearm was hanging out in the woods with a buddy of mine, and he had a .22. Started shooting that, fell in love, and I actually was introduced into competitive shooting by a 16-year-old. This year we're gonna do the Pro-Am up at Kentucky, which is gonna be a lot of fun. My favorite gun to shoot would have to be my AR, because I custom built it myself to all my critiques. My twin brother's great. He's my best friend. We've been inseparable ever since we were born. I actually bought a house 2 streets away from him so we could always be close together. I think the biggest challenge for me on the show is gonna be my twin brother, because we are always neck and neck, and it's been that way our entire life. He's gonna be the biggest competitor, I think, towards me, because he knows my weaknesses, but I know his. When I got the phone call, and I was so excited that I packed my boat up and I loaded it back up and went home and celebrated with my fiance. I think I'm gonna win, because I think I have the right stuff to make it happen.
My name is Daniel Wolf, just like the animal. Yeah, I consider myself a wolf. I mean, I own a wolf, I fight like one, kind of burly like one too. I am from Menifee, California. I work at a gun store in Murrieta. Yes, they do exist. I do a lot of Glock work, but mainly I do a lot in building the rifles actually for the AR-15s. Lots for the law enforcement officers especially. Those guys, I build a lot of their assault weapons, fix them up, deck them out. I play 8 different instruments as well. My main thing is drums, been playing that for 15 years, but I play the trumpet, trombone, baritone, valve trombone. I can also play the sax, a couple other things. I'm the musician shooter. Well, actually, music was me before shooting. Yeah, definitely gonna try to blow these guys out of the water. We'll see how it goes. Don't want to toot my own horn kind of thing, but you know, I'm gonna do what I can. Shooting, honestly, I started playing paintball and airsoft when I was younger, and then ever since then, like that's all I did. I played airsoft for about 5 years. Then I saw a video of some guys doing like pistol matches like USPSA, and so I hopped into that. 21 years old, bought my first gun, immediately hopped right into shooting pistol matches, and then 2 years later, I heard about 3-gun, and now 5 years later, that's all I've done since, just nonstop. When I first got the call, I was in my car, just screamed like, yes, hell yeah, let's do this. I was actually very excited to do it. This is gonna be fun, I'd imagine. This looks pretty insane so far, so I can't wait to get out there and go shoot some stuff.
My name is Ray Churnside. I am from the sunny town of Sarasota, Florida, and right now I help lead community projects for early literacy across the state of Florida. I am one of the few people that are born and raised in the sunshine state of Florida. How I first got into shooting was one day, it was on my bucket list. I've got a dad with only one arm, and so as I was being raised, it was always golf and baseball and fishing. It was something that my dad had never got into, which was kind of outdoors. I played enough video games, let me try. And I was terrified that first shot, but once I hit the bullseye, I was hooked. And then since then, I had a couple friends that are like, hey, you know, you're doing a lot of indoor shooting, you know, are you having fun? I'm like, yeah, it's awesome, but that competitive nature, is there something else I can do? And they took me out to my first handgun match, and I loved that. And then I was like, well, what can I do with my rifle? And they're like, oh, you're hooked, aren't you? I said, yes. So they brought me out to my first 3-gun match, and since then, it's been like every weekend event. Probably my rifle. I favor my rifle, I love it. I've kind of naturally been gifted with balance. Not somebody my size you would think of, but I can be kind of graceful. And so last year I got into CrossFit, and so that's helped me a lot, where I've noticed myself when I've got to run between stages, I'm not as winded as I used to, so therefore I'm faster and more efficient. So how I was feeling when I got selected on the right stuff, but it was almost like backflips. I was really excited. I'd seen the program before, and I just couldn't have been happier. This year at The Right Stuff, we got some really good competition, and you know, I'd love to only bet on myself, but you know, we've got 4 guys representing Florida that I know are really strong competitors and really strong shooters, and so I'd love it to be me. My daughter would love it to be me, but right now I'm really here to have fun and try to do as best I can.
The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by American Titan, G-Shock, Armalite, Surgeon, and Tannerite. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Glock, Vortex, Nexus Ammunition, Tough Products, and Polaris Fun Center.
I'm Alan Falk. I have many titles, but the main one is President of Marketing for Tannerite Sports. Tannerite is a small company in Pleasant Hill, Oregon, just outside of Eugene. And Daniel Tanner is the inventor and owner of Tannerite Sports. Dan created Tannerite with his grandfather, and they're looking for a way to find a report from a far-range shot. That was a lot easier than seeing paper with a scope. So they came up with Tannerite. Well, people love Tannerite because mainly you get an instant report that you hit something. And you get the big cloud smoke and the big sound, and it's safe. You can use it anywhere you want, as long as the regulations allow it. You can find Tannerite at our website, tannerite.com, or most sporting goods stores have it. If they don't, ask them to get it.
All right, guys, welcome to The Right Stuff. You've obviously proven that you need to be here, and today we're going to shoot for our sponsors. This is called Bowling with Bullets. So let's hear from our announcer of what's going to happen today.
Thanks, Will. We welcome the gentlemen to the first competition, Bowling for Bullets. Each competitor will start at the shooting rail with a Glock 45. In front of them will be 5 bowling pins. The goal is for each competitor to shoot as many pins as he can with one clip. The outcome will determine who each man will be representing during this season of The Right Stuff. Back to you, Will.
All right, guys, we drew numbers. Raleigh, you're lucky number 1. Let's see what you got. The rest of y'all go have a seat. All right, Riley, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, shooters ready. Stand by. Good job. Unload and show clear. There you go. All right, shooter, you ready? Stand by. Okay, you're finished. Unload and show clear. You place the gun down. Shooter ready. Stand by. All right, if you're finished, unload and show clear. All right, Ray, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, shooter, stand by. All right, if you're finished, unload and show clear. Slide forward, hammer down. All right, step back. All right, shooter, you ready?
Shooter's ready.
Stand by. All right, if you're finished, unload and show clear. All right, Drew, shooter ready?
Okay.
Stand by. All right, if you're finished, unload and show clear, just set it down. Gentlemen, good job today. Let's head back to Campfire Armory and discuss the results of today's challenge. Let's head out.
American Titan Truck. Simply the best built American truck ever. Designed in California, engineered in Michigan, tested in Arizona, assembled in Mississippi, powered by Tennessee and Cummins in Indiana. Nissan's American Titan Truck with America's best truck warranty. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Wiley X, True Spec, Pro Shot Gun Cleaning Kits, and Dripping Springs Vodka. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Champion Firearms, Body Armor, Fat Man Beef Jerky, and Boot Barn.
All right, guys, good job today. Y'all all performed well. How did y'all like shooting that Glock?
Yes,
I enjoyed it.
And y'all have any experience with it anywhere else?
Yes. Not the 41.
Yeah, some of y'all had a little bit of trouble. What happened there with you, Ray?
Thanks, man. Appreciate pointing me right out like that, Will.
It's all right.
No, that was beautiful. The recoil was awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. That 45 is something else. So, Don, what'd you think of it?
I love it. I shoot single stack a lot of times anyway, so 45 in that Glock is perfect.
Awesome. Well, that was a really, really fun challenge, something different. Bowling with Bullets was all about our sponsors today. And what we're going to do now is assign each of you a sponsor for your remainder of your time here. Okay? So, finishing with the fastest time today is going to be Raleigh. All right? Congratulations. And you're going to be shooting for American Titan.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, next, shooting for Team G-Shock is Don. Congratulations.
Good job, Don.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And shooting for Team Tannerite is Drew. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. All right, shooting for Glock is Ray.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, and shooting for Armalite is going to be Daniel. There you go, sir.
Thank you very
Congratulations. And the Blaze TV to Kyle. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. All right, guys. I want you to don those caps with pride, wear those sponsors for the remainder of your challenges, and I want you to get some rest tonight, because tomorrow you're going to need to hang on for dear life. All right? Let's head back to the camp.
My name is Pat Lavity. I work for Casio and I represent G-Shock. I'm a director of sales and I've been at Casio for 18 years. So G-Shock, synonymous with toughness. We're in our 35th year of G-Shock. We'll be celebrating it all year. So what is G-Shock really, right? Number one watch in the military, the watch of choice for policemen, firemen, anyone that works with their hands, anyone who wants to wear a watch and not have to worry about adjusting their lifestyle to meet with their watch limitations. So these watches are built with ultimate durability and toughness. All the shipment agency shows are perfectly in sync with what G-Shock is all about, right? This is a true outdoors show with shooting and all types of activities, climbing and swimming, whatever else your contestants are doing. These watches will withstand all of the rigors of all the competitions. So S-Series by G-Shock, basically it's G-Shock for her. So She Too is G-Shock as the tagline. Slightly smaller, but still 200-meter water resistant, shock resistant, and from there a bevy of features and functions. I recommend they go to gshock.com, as well as all major department stores in the United States carry the line.
The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by Kingsford Charcoal, Bansbach Easy Lift of North America, and Revy. The Right Stuff is brought to you in part by American Titan, G-Shock, Armalite, Surgeon, and Tannerite.
Well, I felt good. Going into it, I just thought about it and I said I need to take my time and just make the shots. You can't miss fast enough to do well. So the Glock, the sight radius on the Glock was good, and the 45 took it right down. I'm super excited to represent Team Titan. It's an awesome truck. I personally owned one myself for many years and couldn't be happy about it. My plan for tomorrow is just take it one stage at a time, think about the process of it, and just execute as best I can.
Today I thought I did pretty good. I need to slow down a little bit, make sure I make my shots count, make sure I got a good sight radius. I think I'll do pretty good. Today I rushed it. I was pulling the trigger too much, pulling the rounds off the left side. After I got through a couple of them, I figured out where I need to be and made them count. I love the Blaze, love the channel. They do great stuff.
Well, today my performance, I was a little excited. First day in this wonderful Texas heat, and reached for the table, and the First two went the way they were supposed to, and then I got a little too excited and tried to go a little too fast. I love shooting for Team Glock. It's something I've become very familiar with over the past couple of months. Really enjoy all their products, and they've really kind of come out with some new innovative features that are cool. Tomorrow I feel like I'm going to do a little bit better than I did today. I'm going to make sure to stay on point and breathe.
I think I did pretty well. I think I did pretty good. Had an awesome time. Love Glocks. Shot great. 45 is awesome. It's a great round. Never shot a bowling pin before. Shot everything else, but never shot a bowling pin. I probably could have pulled on my trigger control a little bit better. Oh, I love Tannerite. I've been shooting their targets for years. I just love the explosions that come from it. It's awesome. Can't get a better reactive target on the market.
So today I think went pretty well. I could have worked on a little bit of things. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot better. I can kind of think there's gonna be some running in there, but regardless, I think I'm gonna do well tomorrow. I'm gonna take it easy, smoke, be nice and smooth, and shoot what I gotta shoot. Team Armalite, I'm very stoked to be a part of. Those guys have been around for a long time. They make great rifles, supply them to law enforcement, military. Those guys definitely know what they do, and I hope I'm doing proud.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Left one pin on the table, but first challenge of the day, that's to be expected. So we'll work on that. We'll do better. Nothing like shooting that Glock. We're all familiar with them. You pick one up, pick them all up, they all feel the same. So it's just like putting on a whole glove. Oh, I love them. I'm a watch connoisseur anyway, collect watches at home. So this is another good product that I'm really stoked to be representing, and looking forward to it.
On the next episode of The Right Stuff, the guys escape the heat and go indoors for the second challenge. They might think it's kids' play until they eye the ninja course that will test their strength, speed, and balance. It's going to be fun, all right, but not as easy as they may think.